Hello and welcome to another video. So we've missed iRacing for a couple of weeks just because of how hot it's been, and I've not had as much time either, so when I have had the time it's just been too hot for me to jump on. So we're coming back here now, back in the touring cars at Road Atlanta. So let's see how we get on now then. So unfortunately starting near the back because we invalidated both our laps. First one right near the end, second one right near the start, so very annoying. Think we'd have been in this range here, 10th to 15th, somewhere in this pack of cars here, so hopefully we can get back up and get in the race for sort of top 15 position. But let's see how it goes now then.
B22. The track temp is 48. The air temp is 26 Celsius. Alright Phil, stay calm, focus. Green, green, green.
Couple of cars there, got a really bad getaway.
Go on your right. Right side's clear.
Good start.
Car right. Clear right. Car on your left side. Clear left.
Just gonna back out of that. I need to go for it now, but he has gone wide.
He's on your left. He's still there. Left side's clear.
Said we were backing out of that, but he went wide into that corner, so we took our opportunity at the second of them right-handers. Let's just now concentrate on getting our tyres warmed up so we can put in some clean laps.
Great driving, keep it up, B16.
See, because we don't want things like that to happen.
There's a guy on your left. Clear left.
The car in front is McDonald.
That's why we want to get our tyres warmed up. Because it's sketchy, this Aldi, as I've said in other weeks, on cold tyres, as it just twitches so much under braking. And especially like these corners here where you've got to try and straighten the car to brake and then lift off the brakes because you're doing a lot of little left rights. As I said, we need to just try and settle into it now, get the tyres warmed up and get a bit of pace. 2.4k that driver that went past us in that incident though, so he might be like me and had a bad qualifying, so hopefully he can pick his way through and we can follow him. He is also in the OP Hyundai. It looks like this week the Audi's way off the pace from the times I've been seeing compared to the Hyundai. Said it's normally off the pace a bit, but it looks more off the pace than usual this week. Big gap behind now though, at least, so we can just concentrate on these in front. I feel the tyres are starting to warm up now, at least. A bit more confident into the braking zones. He's going for it there. Oh, and he has made contact with him though.
7 seconds.
Oh, they're going to take each other out. No.
Left side. You are clear on the left.
That's a new fastest lap for Wells, 129.14.
Well, I said hopefully we can follow him through, but he didn't get through the cleanest there.
E14.
And I thought the other guy was going to just come back on and deliberately take him out by the looks of it. But luckily he didn't.
Okay, Phil, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left. Come on, head up. Keep your focus further down the track. Don't be intimidated. Keep them behind you. Wells is now in the lead.
Hopefully this Craig can catch back up to the guy in front.
5-1.
So sketchy that first little left
Keep
there.
under pressure. He'll make a mistake.
This one can be the same as well. By the looks of it, we are both faster than the guy in front. So hopefully Craig can get something done and we can follow him through.
Halfway home. Fuel looks good. Fastest lap for...
There's a car on your left. Still there.
Craig's made a mistake there.
The fastest lap for Bridge, 129.
Oh, what's over we?
Car left. Still there.
Took a bit
Left
too
side
much of
clear.
that curve and then touched the grass. So that's Craig's got past us twice from 2 mistakes, and we've got past Craig once from a mistake.
Left side. Clear left.
New fastest lap for Wells, 129.06.
I don't want to fight this Craig too much because I think he's got pace to pass that guy in front, but it's not a long race this, so
131.42.
mistake into turn 1. That might be good, just drop us off the back of Craig, let him see if he can pressure that guy in front. It's out of this second right that me and Craig do seem to have more pace in this
no chances here.
guy.
Let's make sure we can take them. That's 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes.
I think maybe Craig's a bit close to him and gets caught back a little bit, so then he gets a poor run. Because he definitely has better pace through that corner.
Car on your left. Clear on the left.
That's a new fastest lap for Wells. 128.87. Sector 1 is 1.1 off the pace.
Great little battle this though.
14th. Okay, Phil, you've got half your fuel left.
We're going to have to start just trying to see if we can get past him now.
On your left. And still there. Clear on the left.
Push now, we can catch up here. That's the stuff, we'll have some more of that.
See if we can now not make a mistake and we can go to attack that guy in front.
13th place. Alright Phil, you've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining. Use all the track, force him to find the gap.
See if we can
Just
get back on this guy.
2 minutes to go.
Oh no, we had to lift on the exit, went wide. It's not what we want. It's going to drop us away on the section where we know we're a lot quicker than that guy in front. That was our opportunity to gain some couple attempts back on him, but we messed it up. We have dropped that Craig now though. Last lap, so we're going to have a mega lap here to catch him and pass him.
One more lap to go. That lap was at 130.60.
Not the greatest turn 1.
Fuck you. Come on, man. You're a lap down. and I was trying to get out your way, asshole.
Another off track there, that was poor. I saw that
Attention
card
to
off
track limits. Please fill.
at the side.
I'm literally 10 seconds slower than you, so you hit me. Does being faster isn't good enough? Just get out of the way. I was trying to, bro. I'm sorry I'm not as good as you, man. I really am sorry.
So I don't know if we would have gained a position or not, because obviously that guy was the lapped guy that had been hit, so I don't know if the other guy crashed or kept going or what.
You didn't make up
The
any
gap in front
positions,
is
I
now
reckon, you know, did you?
1.5 seconds.
Right, what?
Dumbass move. Dumbass move.
But he's really not taking kindly to what was said to him.
2 minutes to go. 2 minutes. Yellow flag.
And there we go.
B13. That's
It
the
was
finish. Well done.
P13. Great race that, guys. So let's just have a little look at this incident with Craig. This was in front of us at the chicane. So let's just have a look at what happened here. So he's coming through, he does move late, but the fella leaves a massive gap there. So he knows he's there, and you can tell he knows he's there. And he leaves him space at the apex. So he leaves him space at the apex there. Yeah. But he's now basically at the apex and he's pretty much half ahead. So really, the best thing for this car to do would have been back out and just take a squarer line here, because then he could have took this corner without any sort of lift, which is more the line I was taking through the corner, was coming here like this, so that then I could get fully on the power and have the run all the way, because effectively from this corner here, if you take it right and stay wide for this entry, you can be flat out all the way from basically just before this apex all the way back round to turn 1. So this car just runs out, Craig, and just bumps him, and then he decides to skip across the grass. Did he need to after that bump? So he's deliberately done it. I think he thinks they're going to hit again. He doesn't need to. He could have stayed there, I think, really. But he cuts across the grass, which then makes it awkward for both of them. And there is a tiny bit of contact, but I do think he's trying to avoid that by the looks of it, to be honest. But there is a tiny bit of contact, and that's where we then come past him as well. So, little bit clumsy from both of them, I think, but I think it's just a racing incident, really. As I said, I think this car on the outside leaves a massive gap. He basically invites him to go for it. He goes for it. He fully makes the apex. He gets ahead. And then this guy sort of half stays in and doesn't stay in. This guy drifts out a bit, sort of leaves enough space, but not quite. And they just make a little bit of clumsy contact. So I don't think there's anything in that, really. It's just a bit awkward, but that gives us the run, as you see here. And we managed to get past this guy who did manage to stay out our way. So I think that's just a racing incident, that, but let me know your thoughts in the comments below. So this is where we finally get past this guy then, where he makes his mistake. So if you look, we just lift off early, get the braking right, and as I said, look, take a really tight line here so we can fully accelerate. And when he makes that mistake, we did actually have to lift. Yeah, we did have to lift a little bit to try and make sure we could cut back onto the inside of him with that mistake. But as you can see, just us taking... Let's keep going backwards. Play it slow. Just us taking this, like, narrower line here to get here, means that when you get a car like this, okay, he's made a mistake this time, but even if he's on the line here, we can just get that better acceleration out of this corner here, because we're just opening up this corner. And that's the line I personally preferred to take. But said here we had to lift to time him coming across, because we didn't really want to be on this side of him. We wanted to be on this side, give us the better run and the better line. And that's what we managed to do in the end. So as you see, we managed to get onto the inside with that mistake. And this time we finally got past him and stayed ahead of him. And obviously tried to chase down this guy ahead. But let's go and see now what happened with that complaints at the end with that back marker. Interested to know what happened there. Let's go have a look at that now then. Right, so here's the incident with Dominic and who was the back marker? This guy, Charlie, is the back marker. So we're going to go way back to here because personally I don't think this looks good for Dominic as the faster car. You got to understand that this is a slower car, and this split was a high range split from like 5k all the way to like 0.8k, I believe. So, you know, there could be a huge difference in the ability of the drivers. So you've got to be careful, but let's just play it through. And as you see, so we can now see the back marker here, so he's got plenty of awareness of the back marker. He's racing this guy. This guy's been slowed up, but look, he just waits, gets his chance, gets given the inside. But because he does that, this guy then brakes and backs to give him the space, but that gets him in an awkward position. So he's now slower through this corner. So as this car now, yes, it's frustrating because you're trying to catch this guy, but it's last lap. Are you really going to pass this guy on a last lap with that distance? It's a bit like me with the guy I was chasing. You got a chance with a mistake, but really you're not going to pass him. So when you can see all this going on here now, he's got to be thinking, oh, this, you know, it's annoying, but it is what it is. You got to lift off, let this car take its line, but he just runs into, like, where's he going there? He just runs into the back of him. So there's point one. Like, I don't really know what he does. This might spook this guy being hit in the back, so he does then brake, which is early. But this is an awkward corner if you're not good at it. And then Dominic again just runs into the back of him again, and then a third time and just pushes him out the way. So, really? Yes, it's annoying when you're this Dominic, but you can't just force a back marker out your way. Like, I don't really know what he's doing here, and then he blames that guy for not getting out his way. Like, to me, 100% his fault.
Come on, man, you're a lap down.
Yeah, but see,
And I was trying to get out of your way.
complaining him in being a lap down, and as I said, he could see it from a long way back, and to me, he's just bullied him off the track effectively and lost himself a position which he deserves. So, let me know your thoughts in the comments below on that. As I said, when you're Dominic here, it's frustrating, but it doesn't matter that it's frustrating. This guy is still racing on the track. Just because he's a lap down, he's coming through all these fast S's. It's awkward for him to get out the way because there's basically one racing line through. So it's very awkward for him to get out the way. So you've got to just accept it, be patient, get to this corner here, and you'll power past him down the straight. So, said, let me know your thoughts, but to me, Dominic's 100% to blame for this one. But let's go check the results now then. So, as you can see then, yeah, there was only one split, 1.8k strength of field. We lost 0.01 safety rating, only 2 incidents. Oh, and 2 in qualifying as well. I think they might count towards it. So, the minor loss, so nothing too disappointing. But I think that's because our safety rating's so high that there's a loss there. And we did actually gain 16 iRating in the end, coming through from the back. So where did we finish in the end? 13th, sorry. We finished cut door 13 and finished 13th. And we started 22nd. So good recovery, 9 positions gained through. Could have possibly had more, said we're in an awkward position with fighting. 30.5 fastest lap, so not too bad. And then let's see the... Yeah, so this guy, see 652 is his iRating. So you've got to take that into account when you're in such a high spread field like that. He might be new, he might just be slower and enjoy racing, you know, but he still has every right to be on the track. So he has 652, so let's just say 700 because he's lost 38, so he was just under 700 at the start of the race. And where's this Dominic? See, this Dominic was nearly 3k. 2.9k at the start of the race. You know, he's like 2.5k better in iRacing than this guy. Like, yes, it's frustrating, but you've got to show some respect, in my opinion, to the guy behind. You can't just force him out the way because your race is more important than his because he's at the back. So, but good race overall. I think we had a good little battle there. Shame we couldn't have a battle with Selcook. I think that's how you pronounce that. But we did have a good battle with Craig, changing positions a couple of times. So I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, please feel free to like and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.